if you're in the market for a cooler, if you want a new one, you don't have to buy a Yeti. They're nice, they're expensive, but there's a lot of brands out there. But what you want to look for on a good cooler is if it's got a rubber seal around the door. That'll help keep the cold in. Wall thickness, you want it as thick as possible. It kind of sacrifices a little interior space.
Yeah,
but
that's the Yeti thing. It makes it kind of small, but it's still super great. I mean, I'm a Yeti guy. I love Yeti products.
Mine is an Ozark Trail, which is the Walmart brand, but I've had that cooler for years. The night before you pack, you want to take a bag of ice and just throw it in there to pre-chill the cooler. You don't want to load a warm cooler.
Yep,
put a sacrificial bag of ice in there that you dump out the next day. The cooler will be already cold.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You want to start out as cold as you can. So if you got a case of beer that's been left out, you want to chill that in the fridge before you pack it in there. It'll stay colder because it's already cold. The ice doesn't have to work to bring it down to temperature.
That one seems simple, but it's easy to forget about.
You really want a cooler for drinks separate from a cooler for food if you're packing food. Because your drink cooler, you're going to be opening and closing that lid many times a day. That's going to let the warm air in. So, the longer you can keep it sealed without opening it, the colder it'll stay. And you want to pack it tight. I would do a layer of water bottles frozen on the bottom, then put some other stuff, just pack it as tight as you can. Then take your loose ice, your bag of ice, spread it all in the top to fill in all the gaps. But you want no air in there whatsoever. You want it packed full.
And I mean, as a former, regular cocktail drinker, and then now still always an on the rock something drinker. I mean, having ice to make a drink is any kind of drink is very important to me.
Yeah, bring a separate cooler just for ice, just to keep for drinking ice, for your drinking ice, drinking water, cocktails, whatever. Keep that in a separate cooler. Yeah, and then it's not getting contaminated.
And you can just throw another bag of ice in there, and it stays clean because that whole cooler's been clean the whole time. The grubby hands aren't in it, or at least you hope. And so that's a great one.
Then when you're on the farm, make sure you keep your cooler in the shade. You don't want it in the heat. If you want to get fancy, you can wrap your cooler in some kind of insulating blanket kind of thing. I don't know if that's super necessary, but it does help. And then if you can keep it off the ground at all, if you can elevate it, like put it on a table or something, that'll help.
Never really thought about that either. It keeps that. I mean, I can't talk scientific jargon, but
Thermo.
Of course. The heat of the ground
of the ground will absorb in, and that way, if it's up, you get some airflow underneath there.
He is a pro. See, he's a pro.
That's a brand new one kind of thought to me on that one. How many times have I put my cooler anywhere other than the ground? 0 times.